Hey people, hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Sweetie here, Sweetie baby, Sweetie mama, Sweetie the law, Sweetie everything nice, Sweetie looking good this morning. So we're here to chat real quick about an important topic or interesting or trending topic that is going all over social media right now. And I just wanted to give my 2 cents. I think I'm even a bit late to the party, but I didn't want to jump the gun because it's such a sensitive topic and it's about somebody's life, right? So you don't want to really just what's it called? Just be social media bandwagon and say things without having the repercussions of what you're saying. Okay, so yes, if you want to know what I'm even blabbing about, keep on watching. All right guys, so there's this lady called Wofai father. Okay, I've known her, I've followed her for some time now, and she was doing skits, all these worry kind of pigeon skits and all of that, and then she graduated to doing movies. I've seen her in a few movies, comedy movies, romantic movies here and there. And then I remember recently, or maybe last year or 2 years ago, I can't remember, she opened a store, like a restaurant rather, and she was cooking, and I'm like, oh wow, this girl is doing everything she can to hustle. Like, she has entered various like fields, you know, entertainment, cooking, restaurants and all of that, and I was just really proud of her, following her for a distance. But I didn't keep up with her personal life. I've never really kept up with her personal life because it hasn't come up to the media before. Like, I don't know who she has been dating. In fact, I don't really keep up with celebrity life like that. But recently news came out, broke out that she got engaged. I just saw it on all the blogs, Bella Ninja, Insta blog, everything. I was like, okay, cool. And the first pictures that I saw, the face of the guy wasn't showing. I was like, okay, here we go again. Okay, but I get it. I understand why celebrities try to keep their life private. You want to protect some things, you want to make sure, you know, you're not getting yourself into trouble and all of that. So I wasn't really too curious. Like I said, I've only followed her in recent years from a distance. I'm not too invested in her life. Okay, next thing you know, she posted the picture of the guy, and the first thing that broke out was, oh, that this guy is from old money kind of family, the Cole family of Victoria Island, Lagos. I'm like, who are these people? I don't know them, but apparently there are people, okay, that people should know. I don't know, but yeah, Yoruba, Lagos especially, they have this old money legacy kind of thing that you don't find anywhere else, maybe in the north, but it's not as prevalent in the south. You know, the civil war and all the things that have happened to people in the south and in the east has made it so that you don't have that kind of legacy. Okay, not as intense, not as, you don't have names going back like Yoruba people do. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. So apparently the guy is somebody or belongs to a family or people or somebody's, and then yeah, the news broke out, okay, that people started commenting. First of all, this commented about his looks. I was like, you guys, it's not that deep. Not everybody's not going to be, you know, David Beckham and be cute. Everybody's not going to be my husband and be so cute, you right? But yeah, they commenting about his looks. I don't think he was ugly or anything, but yeah, then they started saying that he's the bully. Okay, apparently he was a bully in secondary school, allegedly. A lot of stories, people came out with their own accounts. See, these days I don't trust social media, but going back to what we're talking about, bullying, okay, you see that sometimes it comes to bite you in the bum. Okay, so whether he was a bully or not, but a lot of people had accounts about their experience with him in secondary school and all that. But that was not the main thing. That was not the trending gist. The trending gist was that his family, I don't know how Gist Lover, or I don't know, I think it was Gist Lover, I don't know which other blog got the news that his family, first of all, that she's pregnant and that his family is opposing the marriage. Okay, they don't want her to marry him. Maybe they said it was a voice note came up that the age difference between them, she's 38 and he's 30. Allegedly it was his father that was speaking, saying that you know, her family, they did not do right by them, they're supposed to come and see them, and then also the age issue and so on and so forth. But then she's pregnant, and then we could see, well, they could see allegedly that a lot of his family members, the man's family members, were not present at the traditional wedding. Now mind you, this engagement, let's say it came up on Monday, by Wednesday, Thursday, we had already seen traditional wedding videos, pictures. I'm just like how is this thing happening? Okay, and all in the same breath, all the drama was going on about, you know, the family not approving of their union, of not wanting them to be together, and so on and so forth. All right, so here we are now. they've already done the traditional marriage. Like I said in one of my videos, once you are paid bride price, once you are paid dowry, you are married. There's nothing else. The only way to break that marriage is to return the bride price or whatever tradition of that particular community or that village says. So if that village is saying the custom and tradition is to return the bride price, then you are divorced, or maybe you have to pay some dues or pay some things and then you are divorced. Okay, so they are married, whatever letter. Oh, by the way, there was also a letter of disclaimer, a disclaimer saying that they don't know who this Wofai father is, Wofai person. The family is not in support, the family did not grant their blessing, blah blah blah. The letter was unsigned, but the letter had one kind of crazy letterhead that I don't even legit think, I don't think that letter is valid, but that's not the point. The point is, and this is a conversation for us, it's a bit legal but also just about general knowledge for women. Does it make sense to marry into a family that does not want you or does not recognize you, or a family that doesn't like you? On the one hand, right, I would say I wouldn't do it if it were me. Okay, one of the things my father made me know when I came to tell him that I was getting married to my husband, my father sent me back to my in-laws, or potential in-laws at the time, and said, go back to them, go and meet them physically, spend some time with them. If they like you, if they approve of this, then you can come back. Okay, that was what my father said. And I was so shocked, but he was like, there's no point of us doing anything, saying, oh, this is your husband, me getting to meet him, blah blah blah, if his own family doesn't approve. There's no point, because you're marrying into their family, you're marrying into them, so they must approve first, then you now come and tell me and everything. And that's what I did. And immediately I met my in-laws. It was love at first sight. Even though there were some enemies of progress, but it was still love at first sight, and everything was good for us. Now, like I said, is it okay? I wouldn't do it. Okay, I wouldn't marry into a family that doesn't like me, because I'm of the traditional belief that when you marry a person, you're also marrying their family. You're marrying into your in-laws. You have that whole dynamic. You have new sisters. You have a new mother and father if your family members are alive and all of that. But I also believe that more than just you marrying into the family is your legacy, your own whole identity is now being carried into that family, right? You're carrying their name, you're carrying their legacy, you're carrying some of their characteristics, you're carrying their positives and negatives. What does that mean? Like, whatever name, whatever reputation they have, you are just imbibing it. That's the plight of a woman, basically. So when you marry into a family and you accept their name, accept everything, you accept all that comes with them. But even more than that, it's your children. If you're going to have children, they're going to also carry on that name and that legacy. And even the relationship. Do I want to have kids that cannot go to their grandparents' house? No. Do I want to have kids that cannot relate to their cousins, their uncles and their aunties because of some kind of family drama? No. Do I want to have kids that are isolated from the rest of their extended family? No. Okay, that is personal to me. I don't want that kind of thing. I don't want a situation where I can't call my mother-in-law, I can't talk to my sisters-in-law. There's always some drama, there's always something hanging over your head, okay? That is, something that I wouldn't want to do personally. Plus the whole in-law drama, the whole making your husband or the husband having to choose between you and his family. Yes, the Bible tells us to live and cleave, but also there's still a room for extended family. There's still room for relationships outside of husband and wife. That's something a lot of people don't get. When the alienate, or when the people alienate you, it just becomes both of you. But then that's not enough to form a family or a marriage or a union. There's extended family. There are so many things. Your sister-in-law can be your best friend. Your brother-in-law can be your best. You can be the one that will save your life. It can be the one that will match your kidney or your liver, whatever. Those kind of things. These are the things that come to my mind when I think of the importance of extended family relationship, of marrying into a family that welcomes you, that loves you. Like I said, the children, they have legacy, they have where to go. And also, the man is accountable to somebody depending on the relationship of the parents and the in-laws. But yeah, your husband or your partner is accountable to people. So God forbid something happens, you have a disagreement, maybe there's domestic violence or there's some kind of big issue, you have somewhere to go. You have who to report to. You have who to speak to. You have people that he is accountable to, people that he fears maybe or whatever, but people that he can Do you understand what I'm saying? That you can run to and you can talk to, and they will give you succor, they will give you waiting with the English. They'll give you a listening ear basically. But when you don't have that, sometimes you are trapped, okay? You are trapped in a relationship where you have nowhere to go. Maybe you go to your parents, but sometimes there's no respect for you when you go to your parents to report your husband, especially from the man, because it's almost as if in that dynamic, the dynamic of where his own family doesn't rate you, it's almost as if you were begging yourself to be married. Do you get? A man is supposed to come after you. He's supposed to come and propose to. He's asking you, and you are saying yes, okay? And you're saying yes to him and his family. But when his family is not behind him or anything, it's almost like you are the one imposing yourself upon him, and whatever you see in the marriage, take, because you have nowhere to go to, you have nowhere to run to. All right, these are the thoughts I have concerning, marrying into a family that doesn't like you, right? I'm not projecting on Wofai, and I think his name is is it Taiwo? I don't know. But on the other hand, okay, on the other side, there are marriages that have been successful for years and years and years without familial support, okay, without support from either side, especially people in interracial marriages or intertribal marriages. We see that a lot. When you are so convicted, when you know, if you know and you are sure that this is your partner, okay, then some people are willing to risk it all for love and for their marriage and for their future. And we've seen it work, okay, because in-laws at the end of the day, they are extended, and that's why they're called extended. They're not nuclear, they're not your kin, as in they're not your immediate family. So yes, they are there for support, yes, they are there for help, yes, they are there for correction and whatever the case may be, what you need them for. But you don't also, I don't know how to explain it, but you can do without it. It may be hard, but you can do without it. And one of the things I understand is that from watching people and listening to people, there's a particular couple that I've seen on Instagram that they've been married for 24 good years, but the lady is Indian, South Indian and black. Okay, she's mixed, half black, half, no, is she mixed? I think she's mixed too. I'm not sure. But she's primarily Indian, and the man is from Trinidad. Okay. And they talked about how their family didn't support their marriage, they didn't support their union. They eloped and they've been married for 24 years. They have whether they're 8 kids or 9 kids or something, and they're doing fine. So what I'm trying to say is that, on the other hand, yes, we know that family is important, but at the same time, family is not as important as we make it seem, because family sometimes can be the crux, can be the one that is trying to, stop your destiny. They have their own biases and prejudice. They have their own situations. They have their own, inclinations and all of that. As we can see, we know that, part of it, assuming is actually legit, that the family is not supporting them, we know that part of it can be tribalism, okay, it can be the ageism issue, it can be personal idiosyncrasies from the family, maybe classism, elitism and all of that. And all those factors are not as relevant in terms of the grand scheme of what marriage is supposed to be, what a family is supposed to be, how you're supposed to build. It's not that deep, okay? Somebody's from Akwa Ibom or Cross River and the other person is Yoruba. All these things are, they are just semantics. They are just factors, that may affect or may not affect or might bring people together. So I understand if this is the case, like I said, because we don't know. Everything is speculation. She hasn't come out to say anything. The only thing she posted was "let love lead" and all of that. And people have just assumed and assumed and assumed and assumed more than assumed. So we know, of course, that, these are some of these issues. But to me, if she knows, she has discerned that this is her life partner and it's not out of desperation, it's not out of the fact that she's allegedly pregnant, okay, that she's rushing into a home, okay, into a family, into a union, then it's okay. It's okay. And sometimes these people come around. Sometimes the in-laws see the light, okay, and they come around. We've seen situations where even some of the YouTubers today, some of my friends have talked about their own stories, how their mother-in-law didn't like them in the beginning, Igbo versus Rivers. Some people have talked about, Hausa versus another thing, Muslim and Christian, and so many other issues why people did not support marriages, okay? So 50-50, I think it's a 50-50 thing. I think it's a discernment thing. I think it's a, you know where you're going, okay? As long as you are very sure, as long as you know, it's certain that this is where you know that your purpose is, your calling is, your marriage, your life, your future is, then go ahead. Okay, the family will come around, and if they don't, it's okay too. A lot of people have survived, you know, without extended family, and you can build your own family. If your family is not available, they're not there to support you, you build your own community, build your own tribe, build your own people, and you walk around it. Okay, people don't always let the decisions of family, people whose opinion maybe matter, their opinions matter, but it doesn't carry as much weight as you think it does, you know. So don't let it stop you from your destiny, from your purpose, from who you're supposed to be with, what you're supposed to do. You've seen a lot of family members who have ruined careers, okay, ruined people's callings, because, oh, I want my daughter to study medicine, I don't want her to be in sports or to cook or to be a baker. Meanwhile, this person is talented. Meanwhile, her calling, her purpose is inside baking. Okay, is inside bakery. Her fortune, the millions that you're looking for to elevate your family out of poverty, is inside that girl's baking. But because of your experience and your fear, you want her to study a traditional course. We've seen family members do that. We've seen a lot of things. So family is not always right. That's the point I'm making. Their choices for you are not always right. Okay, somebody wants, oh, a slimmer woman, a taller woman, ah, she's too fat, she's too this, she's too this. It's their personal issue. It's not between you and them. And the most important thing out of all these things, if you are choosing to marry in a family that doesn't like you, doesn't want you, you must make sure, please, I beg you, that you're on the same team with your husband. Okay, you are playing for the same team. Not like that, but actually you are in a partnership, because he will be the one to defend you against it. You can't be fighting that battle alone. Okay, you can't be fighting. Sorry, the light just went dim. You can't be fighting that battle alone. It's not between you and them alone. It's between both of you and them, if that makes any sense. So you have to literally make sure that it's a partnership, and that you will not spend the rest of your life battling people that don't like you, battling your husband and battling his sister or his mother and his family members, all of that. You have to make sure that you guys are together, so that when the storms come, you're facing it together and it doesn't affect your marriages. One of the issues that people have is that they go into a marriage, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, but the guy is half leg with his family, one leg with his family and one leg with you know, you. And when the family drama starts, when the in-law drama starts, when the mother-in-law comes for mugo or this and this and this and that, it's literally choosing you between you and his family. And a lot of the times he would say, oh, don't worry, ignore them, but he's not fighting for you, he's fighting, he's placating them and not fighting for you and not looking out for you. And then that's where it now starts affecting the marriage, affecting, you know, everything else. So yes, I really don't have an opinion about her personal choices. Like I said in the beginning, it's her life. She's choosing to marry. In fact, she has already married the person, so all our opinions are moot. Moot. You know how women I always say moot. All our opinions are moot. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, if this is her choice, I hope it works out for her. But I'm doing this video just to share my thoughts, and to anybody that is going through the same thing, these are the things you should consider when you are getting married into a family that is not so keen on you for whatever reason it is. Okay, anyway, I hope this video has been helpful. What are your thoughts? Leave them in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the whole situation, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share. By the way, legally, is there any implication of marrying into a family that doesn't like you? Not necessarily, but it comes, the implications I think will come when, God forbid, there's dissolution of marriage or there's death, and especially of the husband. And now you now have to be challenging, and if he doesn't leave a will, if he doesn't put his house in order before he passes, you now have to start fighting for property, fighting for this, fighting for that. You know, they come from nowhere and say, oh, my husband, he did not marry right, he did not do this, you know. They come with every excuse just to push you out, okay, and not give you access to the things that you are rightly due. But then if you have a lawyer, a good lawyer, if you have good counsel, and if you know your rights and you've structured your life in a way that, you know, is okay, then this should not be an issue. But apart from that, I can't see any legal, maybe custody, all those things are things that could be settled legally, okay, if you are playing your cards right and you hire a good lawyer. Because yeah, those are the issues that might come. Inheritance, the law has already protected women in inheritance, protected women in lots of things. But you have to make sure, like I said, that it's a partnership, not that you are married to this man, then in his next of kin he puts his brother or his sister or his whatever, his will, he's giving the brother to share to you because he still believes and loves his family. All those kind of things is where the issues will now come in. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.